Yo, what's going on, guys? It's Houston Sports Talk back in another video today. And today, the NBA announced the 2023-24 schedule during the schedule release. Today, it was so fun to watch all of this drop, and especially as a Rockets fan, to see the Rockets schedule get announced. And we're gonna go over most of this is the important stuff. We're not gonna go over everything. We're not gonna go over every team's 82 game schedule. As a Rockets fan, I did do a video going over every 82 games for the Houston Rockets. But we're going to be going over important national televised games, maybe some games that are not national televised, just, are important matchups, and that kind of stuff. And sort of previewing, or just like previewing the schedule. All right, we're going to start off with the first 10 national televised games. And these first 10 games on national television are in the first week. This is from Wednesday, October 25th through October 28th on a Saturday. There are 10 national televised games. Let's go over it. It starts with opening night on TNT. The Los Angeles Lakers at the Denver Nuggets at 7:30 p.m. Eastern Time. And then the Phoenix Suns at the Golden State Warriors at 10 o'clock Eastern Time. Then Wednesday, the ESPN doubleheader. The Boston Celtics travel to the New York Knicks, and that game is on ESPN at 7 o'clock Eastern Time, which is 6 if you live in my area on Pacific Time. And then on ESPN for the second game of a doubleheader, it is the Dallas Mavericks facing the San Antonio Spurs for Victor Wembanyama's NBA debut at 8:30 or 9:30 p.m. Eastern Time on ESPN. Then Thursday, another TNT doubleheader where the Philadelphia 76ers play the Milwaukee Bucks at 7:30 p.m. Eastern Time for the first game of a TNT doubleheader. And then the Phoenix Suns play the Los Angeles Lakers on TNT for a 10 o'clock start time, 10 o'clock Eastern Time start time, and that's the Lakers' first home game of the season. Then Friday's ESPN doubleheader. The Miami Heat travel to the Boston Celtics for a Eastern Conference Finals rematch. That's going to be a fun matchup to watch. That's at 7:30 p.m. Eastern Time on ESPN. Then how about another playoff rematch? This one is the first round, not the conference finals. The Golden State Warriors go to Sacramento, and this game will tip off at 10 o'clock Eastern Time on ESPN. Then the last national televised games of the first week of the season. I don't know if there might be a couple televised games, on Sunday, but this is only going up till Saturday. An NBA TV doubleheader between the New York Knicks and the New Orleans Pelicans in New Orleans. Tip-off being at 6 o'clock Eastern Time, 7 o'clock Eastern Time, and then the Utah Jazz at the Phoenix Suns, tip-off being 10 o'clock Eastern Time. So that is the first 10 national televised games of the regular season. Other notable games: the Chicago Bulls versus the Oklahoma City Thunder on October 25th. Those are both of the Bulls and the Thunder season opener, and Chet Holmgren will make his NBA debut as he missed his whole rookie season. Then the San Antonio Spurs versus the Dallas Mavericks on October 25th. Victor Wembanyama will make his NBA debut. Then Los Angeles Lakers versus the LA Clippers, and that will be on ESPN, and that is the first LA matchup of the season. Then the Miami Heat versus the Denver Nuggets on February 29th, and I believe that is the first time that is the first time that you see the NBA Finals rematch. Christmas Day games. So here are the Christmas Day matchups. The Milwaukee Bucks versus the New York Knicks at 12 p.m. Eastern Time on ESPN. The Golden State Warriors versus the Denver Nuggets, December 25th, 2:30 p.m. Eastern Time, ABC/ESPN. And Boston Celtics at the Los Angeles Lakers, 5 p.m. Eastern Time, ABC/ESPN. Philadelphia 76ers at the Miami Heat, 8 p.m. Eastern Time, ESPN. And then the Dallas Mavericks at the Phoenix Suns, 10:30 p.m. Eastern Time on solely just ESPN. So that is the Christmas Day schedule. Some more games that will be very interesting to watch will be the Miami Heat at the Milwaukee Bucks on October 30th, 8 p.m. Eastern Time on TNT. I believe that game is on TNT, and that matchup will be the first matchup the two teams play since that will be the first matchup since the two teams played since the Miami Heat eliminated since the Miami Heat eliminated the Milwaukee Bucks in the first round as the 8th seed. How about the Rockets at the Toronto Raptors on February 9th? This will be Fred VanVleet's return to Toronto. Ever since he left the Toronto Raptors, had some great years in Toronto. Was an all-star. Was a great piece to their championship. And that will be a really fun game to watch, especially as a Rockets fan. I think the game we've all been waiting for, the Wizards at the Golden State Warriors. This game will be on ESPN. Jordan Poole will be back in Golden State to face his former team, the Golden State Warriors. The Wizards at the Warriors on December 22nd, 10 p.m. Eastern Time on ESPN. The Hornets at the Trailblazers on February 25th, 9 p.m. Eastern Time. This will be a really fun matchup as the number 2 overall pick, Brandon Miller, will head up against the number 3 overall pick, Scoot Henderson. That will be a really fun matchup to watch. And then also the Grizzlies at the Atlanta Hawks on December 23rd. This will potentially be Ja Morant's first game back from suspension. This should be the game that Ja Morant comes back for the Memphis Grizzlies, and that will be a fun game to watch. And then the Denver Nuggets at the Phoenix Suns on December 1st, that's on ESPN, the playoff rematch. That's the rematch of the semifinals. And then Suns at Wizards, that's Bradley Beal's return to Washington February 4th at 3:30 p.m. Eastern Time on NBA TV. That will be really fun to watch, to see Bradley Beal return to Washington. And I already went over the Thunder at the Bulls. That will be a really fun matchup. How about the Pacers at the Nuggets? Bruce Brown returning back to Denver to face his own former team. I know all the other reunions, like Jordan Poole coming back to Golden State and Bradley Beal coming back to Washington, and seeing Fred VanVleet play, going back to Toronto. I know that's not going to be the most interesting one, but that's on January 14th at 3:30 p.m. Eastern Time, and it should be a really fun game to watch to see Bruce Brown return. How about returns? This one will be special. Mark my words. The Grizzlies at the Boston Celtics on February 4th, 6 p.m. Eastern Time on ESPN. Marcus Smart's return to Boston will be amazing. Mark my words. The love that he had from that city, the love he had for that city, I think it will be great to see him return back to Boston. I still can't believe he is not a Boston Celtic anymore. This game is going to be a fun game to watch. Not saying that because I'm a Rockets fan, but it's still going to be fun to watch. I think everybody on New Year's Day, first day of 2024, are going to be eyeing on two twins in a Pistons-Rockets matchup. When Ausar Thompson, the 5th overall pick in the 2023 NBA Draft for the Detroit Pistons, will match up against his twin brother, Amen Thompson, the 4th overall pick in the NBA Draft from the Houston Rockets. This game will be in Houston on January 1st at 8 p.m. Eastern Time, and this will be a fun game to watch as the twin brothers will match up for the first time. That will be a really fun matchup. And, that's really it for, important games, fun matchups that will be good matchups. If some of the rookies facing off against each other, or players returning to their former teams, like Fred VanVleet going back to Toronto, Bruce Brown going back to Denver for the first time, or same thing goes for Bradley Beal or Jordan Poole. It's going to be a fun season. I can't wait for the regular season to get started. First game, the opening night is October 24th, and we're getting closer and closer. We're a week away from being 2 months away from opening night. And if you think about it, we're almost a month away from training camps to get started, because training camps start on September 30th and it's August 18th. So we're less than 2 weeks away from being a month away from training camp getting started in the NBA. So I'm excited. It's going to be a fun season. And you have your thoughts on the schedule release. That's it for the video. Hope you guys enjoyed, and peace out.